Hi, you're very welcome. This is Claire Boyce back here with a weekly reading for all signs. I'm no longer doing the separate videos, not why we're going through this epidemic. I want to address firstly all the people out here who are watching me who feel quite alone at this time. When we think of being alone, we think straight away of the word lonely. And I heard this on a podcast the other day, and it is true. We always think that we're lacking, we're missing out we're missing out on the fun. But right now, guys, we're all going through it. Nobody's out there having a blast. Nobody's out there having a wonderful time. A lot of people are confined to their homes now, and a lot of people are feeling that little bit alone. So maybe get rid of the word lonely and put in solitude there, because when you're in solitude, what you're doing is healing yourself, focusing on yourself. Learn to become your own best friend during this time. And I mean that, like, if you know exactly, if somebody gets in touch with you and they have a problem, if it's a friend, you already know what to say to them. So now become your own best friend. If it is something's going on in your mind, write it down. And remember that although we cannot control what is going on outside right now, we can focus on and control what is going on inside each and every one of us, how we are reacting to it. And reacting to this with fear won't get us anywhere. Falling apart won't get you anywhere. Old behavioural patterns have to go out the window with us right now. Whether we're oversensitive, whether we lose the rag, we need to all stay centered and stay grounded. Or you'll become depressed, and I have been depressed, and being depressed is a hard place to come out of. So it's time now, as we're still in the early stages of this, to keep our minds strong. Keep our heads strong so we don't fall into that dark fog of depression. Having a look at these cards. So this is for Thursday, Friday. Archangel Raziel. So as I said, for all the signs, it's time now that we tapped into our own spiritual side, our own spiritual needs. Like I said, we have to become our own best friends. And they do say that a lot of people who are spiritually enlightened have become that way because they have been through dark times in their lives where they couldn't reach out, where the only people they could reach out to was themselves or their inner selves. And they say that trauma is a way for spiritual enlightenment, although it's not the only way. But right now, that is what is happening globally. So tap into that spiritual part of yourself. When you find your head's going and your heart's pounding and the fear and the adrenaline racing, bring yourselves right back to now. Awaken your spiritual self. Take several deep breaths. Keep your minds calm during this time. Make sure you keep your routines. Get up in the morning. Don't stay in bed. Don't sit there wallowing. Make sure you look after your mental health as much as your spiritual, and of course that will then increase your immunity and will help you through this time. Archangel Jophiel, one of the nature angels, spend some time outdoors. If you spend too much time inside, you crack up whether you're on your own or not, so make sure you do connect with nature. Nature is an amazing tool. Doesn't matter what is thrown at it, what storms, whatever. When you go out in nature, become part of nature. Connect with nature, connect with the grass, the trees, the earth, the water. Become as strong as I say, the oak tree. Become as grounded as the oak tree. Connect with nature every day, if you can. Whatever you do though, don't spend all your time stuck indoors, not talking to anyone. And if you know anyone who is on their own, whose families can't get over to see them, go and see them. I also want to talk about ego selves. Sometimes we behave badly towards other people, and sometimes they behave badly towards us. And then we hold on to that anger and that hurt for a long time, don't we? But yeah, when something like this comes around, it's no longer important. Silly rows, silly disputes, silly arguments, they don't matter anymore. Because all that matters now is the people around you. So focus on the people around you. No point looking back, especially if you're looking back at anger at people. You know, people have hurt you. Let it go for now. Because right now, even the people that you don't like are in bits, and they're worrying and they're afraid. Everyone across the board is going through the same thing. And if you carry that hate with you, you've got no room for love to get in, no room for light to get in. Look at everyone that you've ever dealt with through the eyes of maybe compassion now. Because it's funny, isn't it? Money doesn't matter. The posh cars don't matter. The posh houses don't matter. The posh jobs don't matter. All that matters now is that we collectively look after each other and we become strong mentally. The next few days after that, we have to connect with nature. So that will be the weekend, but I'm saying every day. I don't think there's any actual order for any of these. I would try to do that every day. Call on Archangel Uriel. Uriel is the psychologist angel. Focus on your positive thoughts and ideas. Maybe become a little bit creative now in this time. When you know, especially I know for air signs anyway, we spend so much time in our heads. You know, put that into a project. If you're into art, I'm not on about all signs, start painting. Do something to, put your energy into. Write poetry. Do funny videos. Make it fun at home with your kids. Your children will be watching you, and I can't stress this enough. If you're afraid all the time, they're going to be afraid. We got to stay calm through this for them. And while a lot of us are afraid and we're waiting now for our tests and we're waiting for, news on our loved ones, what we have to do now, more so than any, is focus on right now. And I want you just for this moment to take a look at the room you're in now. Think of the people in your home right now. Think of the people in your life right now. And know that right now you're safe. Right now you're loved. And right now people all over the place are feeling the same thing. I'd like to also add on a personal note for any of you who I've lost touch with. I really hope that you're going to get through this, and I hope you're staying strong, and you are all in my thoughts and my prayers at this time. Like I said, ego has no place when this is going on. There is no room for ego. I think we should also forgive and focus on the good things in life rather than dreading the negative stuff that could happen. And I do know a lot of people are of a negative mindset and always think the worst case scenario. But maybe look back at times in your life where you thought something awful was going to happen and then it didn't. Focus on the positives more so than the negatives, and you will be surprised. Now I'm going to have a look at these other cards. Like I said, it's so difficult not to know what cards to use. Also, I heard something is, when a friend tells you their problem and then you kind of know the answer, because you always know when you're chatting to a friend and they always seem to know the answer. So I heard this, on your phone you'll have a voice memo app or a voice recording app. You can record your own voice speaking about the problem that you're facing now. Play it back to yourself and then become your own best friend and give your advice. as you would a best friend, or write it down. A lot of people are journaling. Remember that nothing ever stays the same. Everything changes. This time will pass, and we will get through this with a calm mind, with a strong mind. We just need to work together. We need to let go of ego, let go of the fear. And there's me rambling on. I'll do a video probably once a week, but for those of you who know me personally, or I've seen, I'm also on Facebook on a page called the QM, where I'm doing live videos just during this time. I had stopped them completely, but now I'm doing them again. Family harmony. So family is what's on our minds, isn't it? We focus on the families. I know I focus on my boys. They're my world. And as long as they're okay, I'm okay. And I think that probably goes for most of us. But I'm staying on that frequency instead of instead of being of the negative mindset as, oh, if something happens to me, who will mind them? I'm focusing on they're my world, they're my strength. I will always keep strong for my boys. So focus on your children. Be their strength. This time is clearing away a lot of the old, isn't it? A lot of the old. I don't just mean old people, because there was an awful lot of, I mean, it's like something new is coming in. But in order for this, it's like we're on this roller coaster and things are changing, they're out of our control. But I do believe that this will pass, and I do believe that new things will come in. New things will come in. We've just got to stay positive. We need to take back our power, guys. Tap into the inner power. Those of you who have done any spiritual work, you'll be aware of the solar plexus, which is the energy center in our stomachs created. That's to do with our power and control. And when we feel like we have no control over our lives, the solar plexus chakra actually becomes quite blocked, and we can actually get physical pain, stomach aches, etc. So what I'm telling you to do now is take back your power. Don't give your power away to this virus, to the fear. If you concentrate on being healthy, on being positive, on your family, of those people who love you and who do care about you, you'll keep yourself strong. You'll be able to take back your power. Sometimes we give away our power to fear, to sadness, and to loneliness, but we're going to get rid of loneliness now, because together, those of you who know me on the QM, we will come through it. And those of you who know me personally, we will get through this. I'm not just talking about hope here. I'm talking about keeping our minds positive, because it is our minds that create our reality. Our minds create our feelings. We get a thought that creates our feelings, I'm always saying it, and then the emotional ripple that comes from each thought. So focus on love. Let go of ego. Step outside in nature. Get up every morning, and if you're watching me in bed now, get up. Make yourselves get up. Don't allow, it's a lot harder to come out of depression than it is to stop yourself from becoming depressed, if you know what I mean. And it's okay if you're feeling low now. Depression is not an ugly word. I have been depressed before, and it is a horrible, horrible place. It's like you're in a dark fog, isn't it? So stop yourselves from going there. When you find yourselves thinking, worst case scenario, oh, I won't get my job, oh, I'll always be alone. When you find yourselves going down that spiral, focus on exactly what you can do right now. Look at right now, focus on right now. My Alexa just actually did something there. I'm mindful every time I say the word. She does something. I'm not sure how many of you use the Alexa. But anyway, what I will say to you there is keep yourself strong mentally, and that will keep your immune system strong as well. Remember, sanitize your hands, but sanitize your minds. Keep safe. And for all of you who I know out there, I'm sending you my love. God bless. And I will be back in the next few days.